I'm out working on the cabin this week, and a lot of times what I run into is I want to carry a pistol. You've seen me from day one carrying a Glock 27 in 40 caliber. So I don't mind the 40 caliber. I don't want to get into a debate. I have both. You know, this little 9mm is great, but when I'm up here, it's just a little bit extra power, so I'll go with the 40. But I've been wanting to get something that's more of a chest-mounted system, because a lot of times I'm running a chainsaw, or I'm, you know, swinging a hammer or drills or whatever, and I'm always getting hung up with the pistol right here, especially when you're talking about the chainsaw chaps. I always have to like twist it around or do something weird with it, and it's just not that fun. So I've been looking for something, and I found this holster right here by a company called Gunfighters Inc. And this is the Kenai chest holster. If you're in the gun knife community at all, you've probably seen this rig, but it is really well done. These guys do really good kydex, and it's, you know, I got this MAS gray or moss gray front, and I think a coyote tan back. Had them custom build it for my M&P with a TLR1 light. That's not a big deal. I've had this gun for over 10 years now. It's a great gun. Usually it was riding in a, you know, like in a, as a home defense weapon. So, you know, it's got my light on there, but good light too. TLR1's basic, but it's a little heavy, but it works. So I wanted to carry this one more because we're going to be doing some hiking up into the alpine areas. There's bear up there. 40's not perfect. 10mm not perfect, but a lot better. 40's what I got. So it's a longer barrel, a little more velocity, whatever. Plus, if I'm wearing it around here, there's no grizzlies. There might be a black bear, there might be a moose, and 40's just fine for that. So plus I have 15 rounds in this mag, so it's pretty high capacity for a handgun, and that's nice to have. So a little bit of upgrade for me. I'll still carry the 27, you know, and you know, when I want to go a little bit lighter, but you know, because there is some weight to this. But the nice thing about this chest holster is you can carry a lot of weight. Right here, there's 3 points of contact in a big, you know, band with some stretchy elastic here. So what you can do is you can kind of tighten this thing up, and they put a little bit of elastic here and a little bit in the back, so when you breathe or whatever, you put it on another layer, it'll kind of stretch a little bit. You'll still have to make some adjustments if you put it like on a heavy coat or something like that. But you can also sort of, if you have a jacket or a sweatshirt or whatever, you can kind of conceal this a little bit, sort of maybe. It is kind of big. But I'm going to test this thing out. I haven't really drawn from it yet and shot, so I'm going to take a couple shots with it while I'm set up over here, and we're going to see how it runs. M&P 40 with a TLR1 on it. I'm going to take a couple shots at the target out here and see how it works. Hit that one. I find that if I kind of hold right here, I can get a nice purchase. You can probably hold right here, but then you're sweeping your hand. Right now I'm not sweeping anything, actually. That's pretty good. I mean, you might be sweeping it a little bit as you're pulling it out of there, but right here's a nice place to hold it, I think. Or you can just kind of pull it out, but it does kind of jerk and slide. You don't want it super tight. I don't like to run it super tight. Not a big deal. .40 caliber has a bigger boom. Try it. Yeah, that works. Because if you pull it here, you could theoretically pinch that and you're done. So that wouldn't be good. Gotta be kind of careful of that, I guess. It does work though. taking my time putting it back in the holster. Not a big deal. This thing works great. So yeah, what do I think about the Kenai chest rig? I think it's awesome, awesome piece of gear. I'm going to be wearing it probably quite a bit, probably most of the time that I'm up here working on the cabin. So for me, it works great. It seems to draw really nice, good retention. It's not going to come out on you. I mean, it's definitely solid, you know, but it's not going to, it doesn't rattle around. I mean, they do, even with this light, you know, on the front of here, on the front of it, it's still very tight, very solid feeling. So yeah, I highly recommend it. They're not cheap. You know, you're talking about $150 to $170, depending on the options you put up, and then up from there, depending if you want special colors or fabric or whatever over the top of it. But yeah, it's a pretty cool holster. I really like it. I haven't really had a chance to use it except for the last few days, so I'll keep you updated on it. But so far, I really dig it. It shoots good, easy to draw from, easy to reholster. So I'm a big fan. I'll talk to you guys later.